could do that. There we go. There we go. Your head's really big. But your head is bigger than mine. Like, your forehead looks wider.
Thanks, Vince.
I think it's I'm tan. You're just a pasty white boy. Hey guys, it's me, Vince, also known as President Kenobi, and I've got this
I didn't know you were going to do
thing.
that. Why don't you just say that and then I'll say hi?
We'll edit you in
Let's just
saying
start
hey
again.
now. Say hey.
Hey, I'm Teo.
I'll edit that in. Hey guys, it's me, Vince, also known as President Kenobi on the internet, and I've brought this sorry bastard along with me.
Try again.
Why? That
Because you
works.
stuttered. You were like,
I didn't stutter. It's part of my thing. I stutter and say things too fast and talk about dicks.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's me, Vince, also known as President Kenobi on the internet, and with me I've got this sorry bastard.
Hi guys, I'm Teo.
And today we're looking at a game of Standard between Mike and Alex, two Bournemouth players. Alex plays for Craterhoof and Mike plays for Level Up Games. They're playing in the Wednesday Standard League or something. They have like a Standard and Modern League, depending on like which format is in vogue at the time. Mike is playing Jeskai Black and Alex is playing Blue Abzan. I guess it's important to point out as well this is pre-Pro Tour, so they're playing lists that were before the Pro Tour, so hopefully we'll see that they managed to, you know, analyse the meta and understand that Silkwrap was going to be good. I don't know if they're playing Crackling Dooms, we'll soon find out. Won't we, darling?
Yeah.
So we have Alex on the right with Blue Abzan and Mike on the left with Jeskai Black. They're just like cutting their decks, you know, like players do, getting ready to resolve mulligans, etc. Alex is playing with some lovely black Hypermat KMCs there.
I actually think those are the green ones, Vince. I think you're...
I meant green.
You went green but said black.
But
well, we're off to a good start.
I think Mike's playing with the black ones.
He is, and Alex is clearly playing with the green ones.
And Alex is clearly already mulliganing.
I hope when he resolves
if we
Siege Runner, he'll know that it's not.
Oh, shut your mouth. Look, Mike's drawn a 4 Seeker of the Way hand, which to me would suggest that he didn't really shuffle that well. I mean, what are the statistical chances of drawing 4 of the same card?
A 60 card deck?
Yeah. Low?
Not very high.
Yeah. So they're both going to mulligan to 6 with the new...
Are you looking out the window for a motorbike?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can edit that bit out, maybe. So the new mulligan rule is in effect, so we're going to get to see them scrying.
So what are we looking for in this matchup? What are the key interactions which we might find?
So we've got Abzan Blue. I don't know what he's actually special blue for. I assume it's Chase, but we'll find out in a moment. Jeskai Black is literally the old Jeskai lists running Sovereigns and Crackling Dooms.
Maybe Murderous Cut here and there?
Maybe. I mean, as a one-off perhaps. That's what I think they've got. They're splashing for.
Yeah.
So we've got a Monetary Mentor, some lands, and a Seeker on the left, and Alex
is
has
looking
got
at
a
no-lander.
no-lander, so he's going down to 5. We saw this weekend someone on the Pro Tour won on a Malta 4 it was at the top 8, I think, or in the winning in. He Malta 4 and 1, so it's not undoable.
And with a low to the ground Abzan deck anyway at the moment, you're not, you know, you can
Yeah,
get away
exactly.
with it.
Yeah, you can get the perfect curve, can you? You get
fine,
2 lands, a Hangarback, and then draw the 3rd and go into an Offenser or Nissa or whatever crazy.
Yeah, this is obviously
green
pretty
against
great
it,
early on.
Actually, also kind of almost makes your hand not a 5 or a 6 because you get the extra land, I guess. But
Yeah.
right, so we've got Dramoga's commands, we've got lands, we've got Scry, keeping it on top.
So it's obviously implementing the new Scry rule.
Yeah. So we've got leading with a Windswept Heath. And
That
Mike
obviously
leads
with a new
with Flooded Strand.
Strand.
So he doesn't crack a Heath in the end step, he cracks them both in his first main phase. I think he topped out that Wooded Foothills. Cracking a Heath means statistically you're more likely to draw the extra card, the extra land that you need, and he's playing Hangarback on 1 for 2 mana. So he's going to fetch 2 basics, which then allows all of his slow lands to come into play untapped.
Slow lands, battle lands, tango lands, whatever you like to call them.
We're going to call them slow lands
We'll
here.
call them slow lands.
Battle lands is fine, tango lands is not. If
No.
you say tango lands, then
If
you're
you
a
say
bad
that, you
human
should probably
being.
Yeah.
Shot in the face.
Well, I didn't want to go that far, but, you know,
So
seems fair.
Mike is cracking on the end step, which suggests that he's maybe got a bit of a heavier land hand.
Or
just
maybe he's got a
wants to
2-drop
draw.
that he definitely wants to resolve next turn, like a Jace or something
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
it depends. So, okay, so he fetches for Black Source, so
Sure.
that means he might want to
He
play
might
a Black
not have
spell
another
next
black
time.
source in his hand, so that's another reason.
Yeah,
why
exactly,
it's
exactly. I mean, I'm a fan of what Alex is doing here. We're getting the 2 jewels, the 2 basics as early as possible to make all the jewels better later on.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mike might just be doing that because he needs the Black Source, so even this turn or next.
Hmm.
Lots of shuffling, lots of cutting. It's
I
just
mean, what we're missing a
constant
black. He's got an offender in hand, so if he has a black source, then obviously be able to cast that.
Yeah, I mean the mana's perfect now, right? In standards, they always have the black source. Is that right?
Well, no, because especially in Abzan, you have no enemy colour pairs, so it's difficult to fetch for the missing colour. We discussed this earlier, and you explained it to me because I was like, oh no, he can just fetch for it, right? And of course he can't, because the Wizard Heath can't actually find you black because there's no enemy duels. No.
Yeah. So Seeker. So he had a turn 2 play, which paid him 1 life, so he goes down to 18. And Alex draws a card. It's a black source.
Is it?
So put Delta.
Is it Sunken Hollow? Polluted Delta.
Polluted Delta. So it's going to crack the Delta now. Find a Sunken Hollow.
For a swamp, probably. Or Sunken Hollow, because it comes in on tap now, of course.
Yeah, so the 2 duels are paid off. The 2 basics are paid off for the duels now. And you reckon he'll play the Anafenza, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Anafenza.
No, he actually...
No, he's ticking up Hangarback.
Oh, okay, he's ticking up Hangarback and he's killed Seeker somehow. So it's something in hand. He's ticked up 3 times, so it's probably a Dramoka's command, put a count on it?
Yeah, I imagine he's doing a fight. Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
So fight and count.
That seems like a good play here.
Yeah. It advances his board state, slows down Mike. It's slightly less aggressive, but like, yeah, you can go for the grindy game, can't you, playing Abzan? The value of each creature is so good. So Mike plays another life and plays a Mantis Rider, which then clocks Alex for 3. Alex should be on 15 down 17.
We'll be looking at an Anafenza, probably.
No. So he's swinging with Hangarback to see if the Mantis Rider would trade with it to get the 1/1s, which of course he didn't. Plays Anafenza, drops off Flooded Strand, pass the turn. Mike checks cards in hand, but Alex has 1 card in hand.
I mean, how many other cards do you need?
With Anafenza and Hangarback.
Hangarback and Anafenza is so strong in standard right now.
I mean, another Dramoka's command would be nice, right?
I don't think so. No, to want to see trying off the top would probably be quite a welcome sight.
Yeah. Or a Sorin. I don't even know if Alex is playing any Sorins. Mantis Rider clocks in again, takes Alex down to 11. So Mantis Rider showing how good it actually is in the format. It might be on chump duty next though. I mean.
Yeah, I suppose at this stage you don't really want to trade off the Mantis Rider for the Hangarback, because then you're just
facing down a whole.
Facing 3/1/1, so it seems really bad.
But he's facing. There's going to be 8 power on board during the next combat step if Mike can't do anything to stop it. He's cracked a Delta, taking another point of damage and finding an island. So now all of his battle lands, or slow lands, as we've already discussed, are now going to be online properly.
So as the Jeskai player here, what are you looking for? Are you trying to find Silkwrap to somehow get rid of that Hangarback? Is that
I would hope so. I don't know if Mike's on the Silkwrap plan, because like I said, this is before the Pro Tour, and it wasn't really a big thing. Prior to that, Alex was actually the one who told me that Silkwrap was going to be big, and he was correct. Silkwrap was like everywhere during the Pro Tour.
Yeah, it seems strong here if he was to find it. So.
Silkwrap seems really good here, but I don't know if Mike is playing it. Okay, Monitoring Mentor gives him chump blockers after a turn, but I think he's going to take a lot of damage next turn.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to be resolving lots of instant sorceries, he goes, get a bit wider, get some chumps in there. It seems anything that doesn't trade with Hangarback but chumps, it seems fine here.
Yeah, it depends how many low cost spells he's playing, because if he's playing like Flame Slashes and Anticipates and things like that, then he can, not Flame Slashes, what's it called? Wild Slash?
Wild Slash,
yeah. Wild Slash, Anticipate, those sort of spells are going to allow him to actually like make a lot of chump blockers. Yeah. But if he's playing like high costing spells like Crackling Dooms and things, I say high costing, the way it's exactly hard, but in this scenario it's pretty high.
Yeah, might as well be.
A Crackling Doom would have been great there, but as of next turn, the biggest creature on the board is going to be Hangarback Walker.
So you don't want a Crackling Doom.
You don't necessarily want a Crackling Doom into that, no. So Anafenza is going to come on the swing here with Hangarback Walker and put the counter onto Hangarback.
The synergy from Anafenza with the Hangarback is so strong. And the other great thing about facing up the mirrors, any Anafenza on the other side of the field exiles Hangarback, so you don't get any value from it.
Of course it does, because the important thing about Anafenza is that it only affects your opponent's creatures, not yours. So Anafenza reads exile a creature when it goes to the graveyard on the opponent's side of the field, and put a counter on a creature when it becomes tapped during combat. 1 creature per turn. So yeah, it screws up other people's Hangarbacks and it pumps your Hangarbacks. Which
it's actually whenever she attacks, put a +1 counter on another tapped creature.
On another tapped creature. Also, the other creature has to be attacking, so you can activate
it doesn't have to be attacking.
Or if it's tapped down with an Icefall region, for example.
Yeah.
Which may not be so relevant standard right now, but I love being an Icefall region. 5 mana.
What's he dropping for 5 here? It's got to be
it's a Treasure Cruise. I mean, Treasure Cruise is normally really good.
Obviously, he gets the token off, so he's got another chump for the Hangarback. So
I mean, yeah, all aboard the Circus of Value here, but I don't think that Circus of Value is going to do that much for you on 4 against 8 power on board. He's probably going to throw something under the bus next turn. I don't know if it'll be the Monster Mentor or the Mantis Rider.
I imagine it'll be the token, surely.
Oh no, I think he has to throw both, doesn't he? If he doesn't, if he doesn't block with 2 creatures here, he just dies.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
it depends what the Treasure Cruise drew. If it drew loads of like low cost spells, then the Mentor being kept is better. So it's going to put the Monk under the bus. He's got the mentor on the bus. The Mantis Rider. I think I like this because the Mantis Rider then clocks into 3 again. They can still block the turn after.
Puts him within range of
burn.
Well, burn, yeah.
I mean, lists haven't got as much burn as they used to do. There's no Stoke the Flames anymore. But if he's playing
a Mantis Rider off the top, or if he's got a Wild Slash in hand, that'll finish. You know,
yeah, Wild Slash plus Mantis Rider, Jeskai Charm. Yeah, there's quite a few bits here that do it. I mean, I really like Mantis Rider into Jeskai Charm, pumping your team and hitting them for 7. For 8, sorry, that would be pretty brutal here.
That seems strong. It doesn't look like he's...
So does he Jeskai Charm in? Post-combat, does it happen? Long.
I think if we're waiting this long,
pause,
he's looking for a way out, and I don't think there is one.
I don't think he'd slow roll on this badly.
No. I think at this stage, Jeskai's going to scoop.
Well,
I mean, he's obviously
got something in hand, otherwise he would have scooped by now. So he's got to have a play that gives him another turn, and another turn into Jeskai Charm would be great. I don't even know if Mikey's playing Jeskai Charms. The ticking of the clock is making this all feel a bit more tense than perhaps it should be.
Real.
So he's going to class the
Strand. Thinking about Strand, but what's he...
Well, going from 4 to 3 has no effect here, so there's no problem with that.
So what would you be in the
Soulfire
tank
Grandmaster or Seeker of the Way?
Seeker of the Way, yeah. So I suppose here if you can activate the lifelink trigger, you can buy yourself another turn.
Yeah, exactly. So you can throw both of them on the bus, activate the lifelink trigger, get back in the game potentially, or just kill them from the top. Like I said. Here's Alex waving at people on the stream for some reason.
Is that a look of glee upon his face?
Yeah, I hope there's no smug like, it looks like I'm winning. I mean, if we look at it, the Jeskai player has resolved, 6 or 7 spells at this point? The Abzan player has resolved 4. The Abzan player also molded to 5, so it just shows the raw power of the cards that the Abzan list has access to. Oh no, it hasn't done 4 spells, now it's 4 spells. And that's pretty bad for the Abzan
Charm
player.
is not good.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you. We're trying to that out. So Abzan Charm's pretty brutal here.
Yeah, taking away the Mantis Rider is just...
It's
just horrible because... Well, no, because if he can cast an on-creature spell, he still gets the life gain, so he'll still live. So if he chumps.
So let's say he's got a removal spell. What would you target here? You chump.
Well, I wouldn't take Hangarback because then he's got 6 1/1s and the board gets really wide. So I think the only play is taking out a Fencer, chumping the Hangarback and gaining some life and buying himself maybe a turn or two to find something.
If he's got Crackling Doom, he's just.
Look, he's exiling now. So he's got cut? Has he or?
Oh no, he's checking his exile pile to see what he's exiled already. Which leads Alex to also check it to see what he's exiled already. Oh no!
Oh,
I think there's some confusion over what got exiled when.
Without a Fencer, yeah.
Ultimately, everything can be exiled because of Treasure Cruise. But,
so that Secret of the Way from the beginning shouldn't be in? I don't know.
No, he's exiled at Treasure Cruise.
Oh, he's done it for Treasure. Okay.
So we're just waiting.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of removal, what are you going to remove? It has to be on a Fencer.
It has to be an offensive. I mean, Mike is deep in the tank for this.
If not, what's your plan? You chump the Hangarback. You hopefully can cast it. Well, what can you cast it?
If you chump the Hangarback and cast like a Murderous Cut to
or
kill...
a Wild Slash or just something to trigger the lifelink, then you can buy something.
Wild Slash plus block on an offensive kills an offensive, and you would gain 3, take 6, you'd be on 1. That's fine. Or you Murderous Cut the Inoffenza, blocking the Hangarback Walker, and you're playing to a Mantis Rider off the top to hit him for 3 to block the Hangarback Walker into some other burn or Mantis Rider.
So he's gone fetched planes. What do you need?
So he has
at White Source 4.
I think
you wouldn't cast a Crackling Doom here, would you? No.
I think he might be putting more things in the bin for Delve, so it might be a cut plus something else.
Yeah. So he's blocking the Inoffenza, is it? He can't take the 6, and so he's either got to have something to trigger lifelink here, or he's thinking about removal spell on the Hangarback.
I wouldn't like to pop the Hangarback at this point because Mantis Rider then is no longer an out of sorts.
No, you give yourself a 1-turn clock as opposed to maybe a 2-turn.
He's tapping those lands very slowly. This man is a showman, isn't he? Look at him. He's making sure that we're along for the ride. Don't know why he cracked that fetch first. He Oh, he wants to keep digging through time in the bin for later on to get back in the... Sorry, treasure in the bin to get back in the game with Jace.
He's cutting the Hangarback here.
So he cuts the Hangarback, makes 6 power and toughness of 1/1 flyers.
I don't know whether I like that play overly. I mean...
Well, it keeps his life total higher because he's not taking 6 from the Hangarback and he's...
Yeah, but he's given himself a real clock. I mean, I don't know what Wraths he's playing in that Jeskai deck, but that's a wide board.
That's a good point. I hadn't even considered it. If he has Radiant Flames in hand, then this is really good.
Then it's fine, totally. But
it's not fine. He still has a 4/4 to do with, actually.
Well, yeah, so...
Tragic Arrogance would be pretty good right now, but I don't think he's playing that either. I would assume he's not playing that. I wouldn't be playing around Tragic Arrogance if I was in Alex's shoes. Not that you can play around him when you're trying to be as aggressive as possible.
He's definitely thinking.
Is he anticipating here? Blue-white? Anticipate? He's doing some counting. I mean, that does add up to 10 over there. 11 with the trigger from an offender in combat.
Yeah, it's a Jace. I think it might be too little too late here for Jace to have any real effect on the game.
If he can cast a spell in Mike's turn, he can then activate... Oh no, Jace is not...
Jace said he's something sick.
He's very likely dead on board here.
Yeah,
Alex isn't going all in though, just in case. He's going with 5 1/1s flying.
And a 2/2 flyer because I'm a fence, and now it's just game scoops up Jeskai there.
And actually reveals he had 3 lands in hand. So yeah, on a mull to 5, the blue Abzan player managed to beat down Jeskai Black. With the questionable removal spell on the Hangarback though, I don't think that was right.
No, I'm not sure that was correct. He might have bought himself maybe a turn or two, which could have made all the difference if he found, obviously, a Jeskai Charm.
He might have been playing... I mean, we're not listening to the discussion and explanation of the plays between games. He might be either admitting that he got it wrong here, or he might have been playing to his outs of Radiant Flames and stuff like that. But I don't know if he's a... I don't quite like the Jeskai. It could have been that
if he'd had maybe another life to survive the turn, if he was to have, I don't know, like a Crackling Doom or something that could get rid of the Anafenza and then deal damage to him.
Soulfire into Crackling Doom would have killed the Anafenza, gained into life, allowed him to block another one. No, he can't block the 1/1s. No, I don't think. I think it was either a misplay or he was playing to a certain out in his deck.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a deck list, it might be more apparent why he was doing that.
Next time, perhaps we should get deck lists of the players. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, we'll try that.
We're going to sideboards now. I don't think we get to see Mike's sideboard. He's very... Oh, what's that? Looks like some of the fellow Cubs, the ones that destroy enchantments in his sideboard there.
I've seen fellow Cub in a lot of the pro lists over the weekend, actually.
I guess it destroys Jeskai
sideboard alongside Harassing Cleric. I suppose they sort of stop some of the token stacks with the new landfall enchantments, which trigger the...
Gets all the retreats, retreat to Miriam, retreat to Coral Helm. Also gets, like I said, Jeskai Ascendancy, the tutelage, Silkwrap. There's I mean,
Silkwrap seems to be the spell of the format right now. It's the premium removal.
That's funny though, because Silkwrap's so good against Hangarback, because Hangarback comes back as a 0, but if it's wrapping...
But so are cards like... Obviously Silkwrap is less expensive than other cards such as Complete Disregard, which we're expecting to see maybe a little bit of.
I expect to see more of it. I think it was seen in the Esper list and stuff. I was playing it against you online, wasn't I?
I mean, the card seems fine.
Instant Speed XR is pretty good because it allows you to get the mana right before it hits you.
Yeah.
But it is 3 mana, so if you're on the play, you get to Complete Disregard their Jace before they get to activate it, tapping out unfortunately. If you're on the draw, the Jace gets to activate at least once, so they've got some sort of incremental card selection out of it, so it's not as good.
Yeah.
I like the evolutionary sideboard in Alex's sideboard.
Got Evo Leap coming
I don't think it's good in this matchup. No. It's not enough removal. It's great in the grindier matchups. We're jump cutting here to go ahead a little bit because we had some sort of freezing on the stream. I think Alex is bringing in Dispels, which I'm...
We see Dispels, but what's the spell hitting in this matchup? I mean, it could hit stuff like Crackling Doom, like we say. Obviously, Jeskai Charm, if he is running, I'm not sure that he is.
So Crackling Doom is obviously one of the big players. I think I recall Alex just telling me that Mike told him about Crackling Doom during the boarding. So that would
be a logical reason that he would think about bringing
it. It also hits Dig Through Time, which is great because
if he's denying them any gas, obviously that's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's a virtual 2-for-1 and also like a tempo spin of sorts. But he's cutting Drogo's commands, which I think are really good in this matchup because all of the Abzan cards are just bigger than the Jeskai cards because you've got Sideboarding. Yeah. Alex has led with a basic land that I think he ripped off the top. Mike has gone Flight of Strand into a Prairie Stream on the end step, then playing a blue source to play Jace.
Do you think Alex is going for the strategy of playing his basic lands early so that his battle lands come
without a doubt.
So Heath into obviously the second basic to cover.
Yeah, I mean, Hangarback is beautiful in this format for the fact that it allows you to get your jewels, not your jewels. It allows you to get your basics and not be punished for it because you can use your basics to then make a Hangarback on one.
Sure. And the next turn he can cast
whatever he wants.
Whatever he
Anafenza, Nissa, pretty much anything as long as he's got the correct mana for it, which he probably will do thanks to the duels.
Well, the new fetches, certainly, I mean, what you can play, as long as it's not Windswept Heath, because the problem with Windswept Heath now, obviously, as we were just saying earlier, is you can't fetch for the black.
Yeah, that's why the traditional shards like Esper and Grixis and stuff seem appealing in the sense that your mana base is a bit more consistent, because you've got two of the actual on-colour fetches there. We're waiting for Mike to cut Alex here, I don't know what they're discussing. Oh, they're discussing the art on that forest. Here you go, bottom left hand corner, that's the best art. Alex is wrong.
I don't think so, I don't like this one on the bottom left, it looks kind of, I don't know.
No, that is the incorrect.
Rubbish, but Alex is definitely wrong, that's not the best forest.
He's wrong, he's an idiot.
Well, there is that, but...
That's something to do with how wrong
just
he
in
is.
terms of the forest.
Okay, Jason the Mantis Rider probably doesn't feel too good for Alex here, puts on the back foot a little bit.
Yeah.
He takes the 3, plays a Flooded Strand. Oh, down the bottom left hand corner, I think that's John's favourite forest, which looks like two men fighting with dicks in the night.
I don't think they're fighting, I think they're
Massaging.
embracing the middle of the forest.
Okay, we've got another cut there because of a bump on stream. Alex Abzan charms the Mantis Rider.
Which seems like a good play here, because
Yeah.
it puts a bit of a clock on having a Mantis Rider.
Frustratingly
Switch
for
every turn.
Alex, it means he has to do it in his turn. Well, he doesn't have to do it in his turn, but it means he's got mana up to stop it.
It's fetching the Sunken Hollowing, is that?
Yeah, which comes
which actually should be untapped.
But it was
It
when
would
he used it for
be.
the Abzan charm.
It's
They're
Abzan charming,
shortcutting
of course,
the
it's
play
shortcut.
casting.
Dull observations by myself.
Can't help it when you're that special.
Well, these things happen.
So we now have a 4th land, a land drop from Mike, a black source now, which is extremely relevant. It unlocks a lot of cards in his deck to be able to be played. Lots of shuffling, lots of cutting.
That's one thing about the new standard with all the fetches.
I just
dual
want
lances.
Aven Mind Sensor.
There's a lot of
Aven
shuffling
Mind
going
Sensor.
on. A reprint of Aven Mind Sensor
Be sweet.
would be very fun for white. I think mono white would become
I'd
very
probably
strong.
start playing,
Like
it's monocoloured again. I'm hoping to see some nice mono
that and
white goodies.
Arcane of Tithes.
Yeah, exactly. I want to play Arcane of Tithes, but there's no
Lots of
reason
people
to play
down
mono white at the
flying
moment.
and makes them have to pay for everything. It just horrendously shuts
Arbiter and put Arbiter and Mind Sensor in the next set, and I'll be happy.
I think that would be maybe too strong.
And Ghost
arguably.
Quarter. And Path.
And Eighth of Isle as well.
Yeah, Thalia, we're at
Yeah.
it. So Mike taps out, or doesn't tap out, sorry, taps 3 mana for a Mantis Rider. He's representing a Murderous Cut or a Dispel here. Of course, Dispel catches Murderous Cut. Alex also has Dispel in hand. I say also has Dispel in hand. We don't know if Mike has, but he's representing it. Alex has a Dispel in hand. He has 3 mana sources in play. He can make his 4th land drop here, and he can play an Anafenza. So Mike expected a removal spell there. He picked up his Mantis Rider, but it didn't happen. He plays Anafenza and passes the turn back, holding up mana for Dispel at this point.
Yes,
Or
so-
to activate Hangarback on his end step.
Well, the thing is, you want to, you want to hold it up for Dispel, because obviously if the cut does come out, you want to protect the Anafenza straight away. But of it, you know, as you just rightly said as well, he can tick up Hangarback in the end step should he wish to.
But which
However,
opens the
if
door.
he's trying to dodge, you know.
Yeah, it gives him a window. It gives Mike a window to Murderous Cut, and he knows Mike's playing Murderous Cut now from the first game.
Yeah.
And he also, I think he knows about grounding by this point. I mean, I don't think it's a secret. That's why you play Black and Jeskai for the Craterhoof doing that kills each ties.
Yeah.
So 2 mana. Is this an Anticipate or is this a Seeker? Oh, it's a Silkwrap.
It's a Silkwrap, which is
It appeared out of nowhere.
apparently literally magicked out his hand, so Mike
is aware of the Silkwrap plan. And up until recently I thought Silkwrap only hit creatures with power 3 or less, and it's actually CMC 3 or less. So it hits an Anafenza, which is hugely relevant. Hits Mantis Rider, Hangarback Walker, Drana that everyone thought was going to be.
Savage Knuckleblade, if that does start seeing
Yeah,
full play. It's been
yeah.
some of the list this weekend.
Has
on the
it?
Pro Tour.
Oh, I think the card should see the play. The card's fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen a Treasure Cruise there as well, which probably a better position for Mike to cast Treasure Cruise here. He cast it well quite behind last game. And Mantis Rider's Alex in the face again. We're going back to
how's this looking for Alex? He's got a Jason. Is that 7? I can't say with that second dice. I think it might be a funky 6 symbol. So it could be up there. It's minus. So
has he minused it? I don't think he's casting his graveyard yet. Probably
no, he's definitely plus. It looks like 7 to me. So
yeah,
it must be
it's
on 7.
7.
And with a Mantis Rider and Alex being on 9 gives him the 3-turn clock with the.
I mean, Alex is a
Rider.
really good affecting spell right now, like a Wingmate Rock or a Planeswalker of some description. Something that's going to really hit the board and make an effect. He's tapping 4, so I'm assuming Gideon. No, it's
Siege Rhino. Okay,
everyone's favourite Rhino.
So obviously strong in general, but it's not going to block the Mantis Rider, and he can be outpaced here.
It nullifies a Mantis swing for a turn, so it turns that clock down again.
Yeah, it does. Gives you an extra turn and a big body to start swinging back. So.
Mike's about to hit another land drop, it looks like. Yeah.
Okay, so
Strand.
6 lands. So what are the bombs he's going to be running in this? What are we expecting?
Well, he's not playing Elspeth anymore, which is sad, because I was sad to see Chance Champion go. Elspeth was the sweetest.
Is Rhino a real problem here? It doesn't feel as bad as it does sometimes, but...
No, I mean, Alex on 11, as long as he doesn't play another Rhino, and we all know everyone plays Rhinos in multiples, right?
Yeah, they come in...
packs.
Or crashes, if we're getting technical.
Yeah, for those at home that don't know, Rhinos come in crashes, not packs. But they come in packs of Magic cards.
Well, they do,
yeah. I'm
just going to not say anything about that.
Okay, I'm fine with that. So, did Mike just crack a land and pass back? Oh no, he's ticking up Jays at this point. Targeting Hangarback Walker.
Sure.
Him for 3 with a Mantis Rider, clocking Alex down to 7.
Dragon Lord Silumgar has come in to snatch the Rhino. That is horrendously bad for Alex.
Does Alex play any Wraths in this deck? Because this is a situation where you just want to Wrath.
This feels bad. He plays a Rhino here. Now,
I think we're going to see some hot Rhino on Rhino action.
This seems very bad for Alex now. I mean, what can he draw here? Dramoka's command doesn't seem so bad anymore to make the Rhino maybe fight Silumgar and then get your original Rhino back.
Apart from the fact that he's cut them all.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a Stratus Dancer, Dispel, Land and Nissa.
And a Sorin from Mike as well, which is surely just game here at this stage.
I would say backbreaking, but I mean, this is just death. Like this is severance of the spine leading to.
I mean, he's taking 8 just in the air, isn't he, at this stage?
Yeah.
So
the way Alex has had to tap for the Rhino and missing a land drop, I believe, means that he doesn't even have to fear things like Dramoka's command. He can just literally tick it up and swing with everything. And the life gain is so huge that a crackback from Alex isn't going to do anything. And then you've got the Jace to tick up and pump down like the Rhino or the Hangarback and just reduce damage coming back. So.
Yeah, so he can't even make any relatively effective.
He's ticking up Sorin and swinging with everything, which is correct. It's almost I joke that Rhino is not a very skill intensive card, and Sorin sometimes doesn't feel that way either. You just slam him down, tick him up, and swing with everything, and it tends to go relatively well.
Yeah, I mean,
or you tick him up.
Worst case scenario here, Mike's gaining 13 life.
Yes.
So
I assume you've done the math
right. Seem bad. I think I have. Yeah.
5 plus 8 is it? Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Double block from Alex on the Rhino.
On the right to stop the trample damage, killing him.
So Mike will prioritise the Rhino naturally as to not kill the Hangarback. We're going to resolve damage. And Mike's Rhino's going to survive.
What am I missing? How is he not dead to this?
Oh, so kill Rhino. He is dead. I think he's looking to draw an out of some kind. I mean, it would literally need to be like a. Well, he can't even. No, he's not. He's
but Mantis Rider's a 3, and so Silumgar, so they should have been 4 3s. Well, 4 and 4 5.
No, he blocked the Rhino, so he's not dead. He was on 10.
He was on 10?
Yeah.
I thought he was on 8.
No, I think the scoring on the screen is incorrect. From the stream last week. And then he falls on the Jace. Like, even here, a Crux of Fate doesn't save him because of the dragon, because of the versatility of threat. A Languish wouldn't save him. Not that he's playing any of these, because he's not a control deck, he's playing like an aggro deck. But I don't know what his actual
So what can you even top deck?
Nothing. I mean, it's worth getting the next card, see what happens.
No, he's scooping for game 3, and I think... Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that one was over as soon as...
I wonder now if he will reboard, because...
Dramoka's command back in, or...?
Well... Yeah, he's flashing the camera. Like, it's been in his hand the whole time, it's useless. I wonder if he's going to keep it in. I mean, is it...
Well, he was leaving that blue mana up for Dispel when he could have arguably ticked up Hangarback, but I can see why he kept up the Dispel.
Was there only one circumstance where he could have
ticked up? I think there was only one turn,
but I mean, ultimately, Dragon Expand, I think, is good in the matchup. Is Dispel...
Dragon Expand is really a bad card.
Yeah. So they're both shuffling. There seems to be no... Oh no, Mike's taking a look at his sideboard now, which I think Alex will do again now as well. So it's one apiece. I think we've got like 10 minutes to play the last game in terms of round timers and things. I would bring some Drogo's cards back in. I'm not convinced them to spell. I don't think Mike's playing Jeskai Charm.
With a view to the circumstances that they're in with 10 minutes left to play on the round to avoid a draw, surely you just, with Alex's deck, have to go as aggro as possible and mulligan aggressively and try and just get on curve.
Well, cause it's got relatively good burst, I think, so you don't have to like on curve kill them, because you can like, if it's playing Sorins and it's definitely playing Gideons, you can emblem off Gideons.
We know it's playing Gideon. I haven't seen a Sorin. I mean, I don't know whether that's maybe a sideboard he didn't bring in, but you know, difficult to say. I certainly haven't seen one through his boarding.
I would side Dispel's back out because although it hits Crackling Doom and Murderous Cut, I don't think Mike's playing Dig through time, because we've seen Cruise play alongside Jace's, because Jace's are better at flashing those back than they are at flashing Dig through times.
I mean, for Alex, the target here surely is to just play as many threats as quickly as possible and swing away.
The other thing as well is that Dromoka's command allows you to pump your Hangerbacks above the power and toughness of other creatures on your field. So that Crackling Doom is no longer such a threat.
No, that's very true. What are you looking to do here as the Jeskai player in Game 3?
Silkwraps.
Silkwraps for Hangerbacks.
It's funny.
Could almost be a song.
It's just Black a control deck?
I feel like it's more tempo than control.
Yeah, I don't feel like Mana Strider will be in a control deck, so I don't know if it has access to any wrath effects on the board, because they're obviously really good. When you've got like a field full of 1/1 flyers and offenders and rhinos, you just want to blow them all up, but I don't think it has access to that. So, out of the board, it's probably still the Silkwraps.
I think this game kind of just highlights how key a card Hangarback Walker really is in the format right now.
Well, yeah, I don't think Silkwrap would see as much play if Hangarback wasn't. Like, it's that simple. Like, certain cards lead to other cards being incredibly playable and not.
Yeah. But that's
it's funny because people say, this card's his legacy or vintage play. It's like, yeah, it's his legacy or vintage play. Like Slash Panther famously was played in vintage for a while because it was like a 3 or 4 mana threat that could just kill a walker without any interaction, like just on the field haste into them. It's a terrible card everywhere else, but they needed an answer that could kill Jaces and stuff off the top. You could play it off like your workshops and things. So that card was good in vintage for a short space of time. Doesn't mean it because it's good in a powerful older format. It's good everywhere. Same way, people will look at Silkwrap now, like, and go, "Oh, Silkwrap's all just standard play. Card must be good, right?" And slam it in their EDH deck. It's like, nah, doesn't really do anything. So it's just interesting that.
But it's entirely circumstantial to whatever pool of cards that you're going to be interacting with.
So the context is so important for a card to be good, and Silkwrap just gets you there at the moment with Jaces and Hangerbacks.
Yes, I mean, Silkwrap has become a necessity more than a choice, hasn't it? We've lost Hero's Downfall, and
Oh yeah, I mean,
which is
I'm assuming we'll get some better instances of removal next, even at the 3 mana.
But I mean, like we were saying earlier, complete disregard is quite strong in the format, and it feels like it's almost they were aware of Hangarback when they designed the card.
Yeah. And Death Mist, of course.
Death Mist, of course, yeah. Which, without Anger of Gods,
there's a really interesting point made in the Pro Tour. There was I think Rich Hagen was saying everyone knows Hangarback's really strong, but on camera no one's seen it really perform very well because everyone's aware of it and everyone sits on it and everyone kills it or deals with it at the correct times because Pro's good and the decks are well built and optimized.
But if it's a removal attractor,
a magnet for removal, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny that such a powerful card doesn't get to be powerful on camera simply because everyone is like, oh, quick, kill it.
But then we saw in the first game what happened when one gets pumped up. You get 6 flying 1/1s and just swing for the win.
Yeah, sometimes you just murderous cut it and then give them 6 1/1s and then scoop your lands up and go on to game 2.
Yeah.
So we've still got to spell up on the preview cam for some reason. I think they might be discussing whether it's good or bad this matchup perhaps. Alex and Mike go back a while, so they will probably openly discuss things like this to try and learn and develop during a standard.
What's he got there? Is that?
So they're both on 7 currently. Alex has got a hand of 3 lands. It looks like 2 fetches. A Polluted Doubt on a Winter
There's a Seeker of the way. No, it's not Seeker, sorry. That's not what I mean at all.
Silkwrap, Stratus Dancer, Abzan Charm, Hangarback Walker. That's his hand.
Yes.
Mike, we have no idea because he's a bit shy of showing his hand to the camera, it seems. Okay, so he leads with a tapped battle land, if you will.
Let's hope we're going to see Alex fetch for a basic again? Or?
He'll go for basic and then he'll play
Lanor Wastes
and get a Hangarback on 1.
Yeah, so that's successful Hangarback on turn 2.
Yeah, the two most powerful turn 2s in this format, it seems, is Hangarback on 1 or Jace.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm almost completely reluctant to play either of those cards.
You just hate.
I just don't want to get
following that
Silkwrap.
trend,
I
don't
just
you?
want to have 4 Silkwraps in hand, like, yeah, this is great, and I just wreck them because
That's why you play mono white decks in the wrong format.
No. Mono white would be so bad right now. But like, oh, I'll play my 2/2. Oh, I get to kill by things that kill much better cards than this. Brilliant. You know, Constituted Attendant is sweet, and so is Arcanes of Times. Just the rest of the white deck's bad. So he plays a Shaman Event tapped after wrapping away the Jace. Oh, Mike misses a land drop past the turn.
That's not
back.
good.
Alex is going to get his 4th land drop, I think.
We're not going to see.
He's not untapped as Walker for some reason. Or did he go
I think
in
we
the first
skipped a
minute?
turn. We had a little blip in the
no,
footage.
No. This is turn 4 on the play.
It's an offender again. I mean,
when you miss a land drop and they go
wow.
hang back into the removal into an offender.
That is. Oh, but he's.
Self-inflicted wound is pretty good sideboard tech here.
Wound.
So that's a card we haven't considered in the Jeskai Black list.
That's obviously a great sideboard tech against any Abzan list.
Yeah,
Gets
and the
right
green
around
screen
the
white
fence.
Megamorph at the moment as well.
Yeah, of course, that's been
And
quite popular on the Pro Tour.
Yeah, the mono white list that some people might just play for no
Just
apparent
might
reason.
decide to run, yeah.
But yeah, he missed the land drop, I think, because Jace was going to draw him into the next card. He was going to draw him into the next land that he
Okay, I see. So, but then he had to hold up for.
Well, Silkwrap got
That's it.
Jace, and then
Yeah.
he missed the land drop, and now he's behind. He also missed the land drop on turn 4. So this is Alex cracking on the end step of Mike's turn 4. Untapping on turn 5 on the play, drawing a card, and will he hit his 5th land drop and just bury Mike in mana advantage, if you will. No, just play Gideon.
Gideon here.
So he's swinging in for 1 each time with his Hangarback instead of pumping.
So with Gideon here, do you blow him up for the anthem, or do you
No, you
put
make-
a token
you make
on
a
here
token.
to go as wide as you
I
can?
feel like making a token and then blowing up for the anthem is like the minimum you do with a Gideon most of the time. Unless it's like late game, your board is full.
Yeah,
of
so he goes to
stuff.
the token, which I think is a good play.
Mike hits his 3rd land drop.
Are we going to
now.
see maybe a Mantis Rider or something come in to knock Gideon down a
Well,
few pegs?
Mantis Rider is the main card in his deck, isn't it? 4.
3, it's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah,
Mantis
there we
Rider.
go. Yeah,
Which is not a terrible card to see here.
it's not terrible, but we know Alex has got an Abzan Charm and has done since turn 1, so he's going to get
But
used
if
up here on a
Alex
Mantis Rider.
didn't have the charm, the Mantis Rider is actually
That's a good
really
play because it's going to take out Gideon next turn.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is just getting charmed away now.
So Alex has 2 Anafenses in hand, a Stratus Dancer and an Abzan Charm.
Yeah, there's the charm. Exiled. And that feels strong. He's now got an unopposed board.
He's got 1 mana to take up Hangarback if he decides to hold Hangarback up, which it looks like he is.
I think at this stage you just swing with Hangarback, no?
I would hold Hangarback up to tick him up.
Yeah. No,
but I would have probably swung with Gideon. I'm not sure. Because it would have made the clock hugely faster.
Yeah. I think maybe the soldier.
Because another
is
Mantis
right
Rider off
there.
the top will kill Gideon. A Crackling Doom would kill Gideon. Wild Slash if he's playing them would kill Gideon. Like some things that would kill Gideon here. I guess ticking up wouldn't save him from Crackling Doom or... Yeah, that's right. So yeah, actually no, perhaps not ticking up is correct because then you don't lose him to... Well, you lose him to a burn spell regardless. So
Yeah.
getting the value of an ally out of him is probably better.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because if
against
another Mantis Rider hits the field, you're losing Gideon, so it's better to get
Yeah, you lose him either
the
way.
value out
Oh,
of
there's
him,
the
so-
Doom that kills him as well.
Oh, there's okay. Sure.
So... Alex
So that was
is
the best
an
play
ally.
because if had he swung, he wouldn't have got the added value of the extra token.
Exactly, so that's
But,
correct.
so, yeah.
And also what I hadn't seen here was that he can now tick up,
Hang back in
Hangarback.
response and get 2 flyers off
correct
it.
that, and he'll have
Yeah.
6 power toughness on the board.
Yeah, that seems nice.
Going for the budget, flop the tokens of blue cards sleeved. I think it's upside down core allies, I think. Yeah. Filthy casual. In for 6, taking Mike to 9. Alex plays a Prairie Stream tapped, because this is the first game we've seen where Alex hasn't got his jewels, but he's only fetched once, hasn't he?
And here comes an offender again, just to
Anafenza.
ruin
So
my
that is
day.
10 power on board at the moment, 11 during the next combat step. Mike is still struggling for land drop. He hits his 4th. What would 4 mana give him in this scenario that doesn't just mean he dies?
Well, he's not going to be resolving his Dragon Lord Silgar against that kind of offender, which would be a bit nicer here.
Yeah, giving him 2 bodies would be good.
Well, you casting Jeskai for 4.
Gideon. And
Yeah, if you-
Gideon is just bad on this board. Gideon doesn't do anything on this board.
What does Gideon do? Nothing.
Makes a 2/2 that can block, and then dies.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so it fogs for a turn with a body that trades.
I don't know if it's a fog, it's still there.
Well, I say fog. It eats the 4 damage from Anafenza, and then
Yeah.
everything else killed. Like
Just
not
smash it for
lethal.
4, you get left on 11 and then
He's looking at one.
die next turn.
Maybe he's got a Seeker and a removal
I know
spell.
they're running low on time is...
He might be contemplating whether he's just lost.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's just lost. He's just.
I think. Yeah. What else is he going to do there?
I mean, do we get to see his hand? I think he had a Jace in it. I don't think Moke's playing any Wild Slashes, which in this format seems weird because it kills Jaces.
I feel like Wild Slash is definitely a really key card for Jeskai Black now.
I think it's a good card as well because it kills red-green target creatures, so they get a pump and you just kill it in response. Hopefully, then but I don't know. I think he seems removable.
Radiant Flames from the sideboard seems strong in this situation when you've got Thopters and an ally tokens.
And also, of course, you can, if your mana is correct, you can pay it for 2, so your mana doesn't die to it. Where the old Hangarback Walker never used to be able to do that. You'd always end up exiling your own.
And obviously, if you are running Soulfires in the Jeskai list, I don't think he was, but obviously it powers up Soulfire as well, so that seems good.
But yeah, and Soulfire is really good with Crackling Doom, because when you get to 7 mana and you get to buy back a Crackling Doom, it's just fucking gross. But anyway, buy back anything's pretty gross, but I mean Crackling Doom's just one of those ones where you get the 2 for 1. So. But anyway, thanks for watching. That was Mike versus Alex playing Jeskai Black versus Blue Abzan. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. We're making more gameplay footage videos of our own, and we're commenting on some of the Craterhoof stuff as well. I'm also making videos of deck techs and stuff as well, so where Terry's face is right now, I might put a link to a mono white different tax list for modern. Thanks for watching. Don't be a stranger, leave me a comment, like and subscribe. Bye!
Thanks guys.